everyone, welcome back to my next episode of my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke playthrough. My name is Potato Rat, and today our objective is to cover the Eterna forest and potentially the areas around Eterna City. So without further ado, let's just begin. In a previous episode, we did a bit of training just so we can evolve Wurmple. So hopefully we don't have to catch another Wurmple or Silcoon or Cascoon, but we'll see. Hello, my name's Cheryl, and you are? Okay, so your name is Miss Rat? I'm sincerely glad to meet you. Mr. Rat, may I ask you a big favor? I want to get through this forest, but I'm afraid of doing it alone. I've heard that there is a sinister group of people called Team Galactic about. I think there will be safety in numbers. Please, may I go through with you? And we have our first tag team partner, Cheryl. Now, I believe she has a Chansey, which will be very handy. But actually, I don't know if her Chansey's gonna do anything, to be honest. And it looks like we have our first encounter as well. Okay, good thing we caught a Wurmple from the honey tree. And another encounter. Oh, nice. So, we have a Silcoon and a Baneri. We technically already have a Cascoon. I don't really want to use a Silcoon, so let's just get rid of the Silcoon first. I mean, it's nice to have another different Pokemon, but I don't think I'm gonna use Baneri in this team. But I think Baneri will be a good backup Pokemon just in case any of our current teammates falls in battle. Okay, goodbye Silcoon. It's been nice not knowing you. Alright, keep doing your job, Chansey. You're doing great. I'm gonna just try throwing a Pokeball now. Because I'm pretty sure if I tried attacking with my own Pokemon, this Baneri is good as dead. Alright, not bad. Okay, so... Alright, so I think the nickname for Baneri is going to be Bunny Chops. So instead of Pork Chops, it's going to be Bunny Chops. I think this will work. Alright, perfect. Oh, not to the party though. But let's just take a quick look at the summary. It looks like, yeah, I'm not going to use that Baneri. Into the box you go. But it looks like that's our Eterna Forest encounter, which I have no complaints about, because I think my current idea is for the old chateau. Well, we're going to go to the old chateau later and catch a Ghastly for our first encounter, and that way later on there's going to be a Lost Tower first encounter after Hearthome City, which you can only encounter either Ghastly or Miss Drevis in Shining Pearl or Murkrow in Brilliant Diamond, so at least we'll be guaranteed to get another flying type if we make it all the way to after Hearthome City. But in the meantime, it looks like we have another battle. I don't like Pachirisu, so let's get rid of this Pachirisu first. Of course, it's the Pachirisu that dodged the attack. It's a shame I don't get XP for knocking out the Chansey. Pretty sure Chansey gives a lot of XP as well. Could have been free XP for us. I don't think it's really safe for me to switch Cave Snack in because of that Pachirisu. So in the meantime, let's just try to get rid of that Pachirisu with Grotto. And I hope that Bidoof does not have any flying attacks, because I'm pretty sure it probably knows Gust. But it's at a pretty low level, so I think we're pretty safe. Alright, brilliant. And of course it knows Gust. Kinda saw that coming, but at least it's at a pretty low level. Now I think it's the perfect time to switch into Cave Snack. Now, coming up to this grass gym fight for our next gym battle, I think we're going to have to rely on using Cave Snack, as well as Cave Snack, as well as Rock Candy to kind of deal with these grass types. Grotto might be also helpful too, just so in case we need to heal up any of our other Pokemon, we can just safely switch into Grotto. I don't think Grass Knot's gonna hit too hard for Grotto, hopefully, because it's a grass type. Pretty sure grass resists grass types. And we do love seeing our own teammates keep leveling up. And goodbye, Silcoon. Ah, perfect. Alright, so the next pair is gonna be a couple of psychic type trainers. So we're going to have to avoid using Cave Snack. I think Kricketune will be handy in this one, because bug types are good against psychic types. Also, I really love the theme for Eterna Forest. I think they also did a remix of it in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Although it kind of starts later in the soundtrack. Just listening to it is really nostalgic. And goodbye, Abra. Looks like we only have the other Abra to deal with. I wonder if it's gonna use Shockwave, or is it gonna be Energy Ball? It's Energy Ball. Well, the good thing of fighting with a Chansey on our team is that it's gonna be basically a damage sponge for any other attacks, so long we're not being targeted. Alright, let's get rid of this other Abra, and that's another easy fight. So I kind of find it really off-putting. Cheryl's just kind of teleporting. Just want to talk. Alright, so 2 bug-type trainers here. So I think either Rock Candy or Cave Snack. Since I know Cave Snack should stay on the team for good, we're gonna just make sure Cave Snack gets more XP, just so we can hopefully evolve the Zubat sooner. Now, I remembered back in the original Pokemon Diamond games, I kind of struggled trying to complete the regional Pokedex, because I think you need to see every single Pokemon in the Sinnoh Pokedex just to unlock the National Pokedex. And if you don't unlock the National Pokedex, you can't really explore a lot of the post-game routes. And I think one of the Pokemon I was missing from my Pokedex was Burmy. And I think it was only this trainer that had Burmy, unless there was another trainer that I somehow skipped. Now I think Burmy's gonna use Protect again in the next round, so we're gonna just attack the other trainer again. Now I think Dustox and Beautyfly, they both evolve early in game, so they're gonna give us plenty of good XP, at least while we're still in the earlier levels. So it's always nice to see them, because they're kind of easy to knock out. Oh, so Burmy's gonna attack this round. Then maybe Burmy's gonna protect again in the next round, so let's attack this Cascoon. Protect is so annoying to deal with. Alright, and just one more hit. Okay, good. Please don't protect yourself. Let us faint you. Oh, one more Pokemon? I did not expect that. But it's just a Cricketune. Honestly, I don't think there's any trainer fights we'll have to be concerned about. That we will have to be concerned about for this area. But in the next episode, when we're going for the gym fight and the Team Galactic building, that's where I'm gonna be a little concerned. Because, well, first off, there's that Roserade with the Grass Knot. Also, just the fact that it's a final evolution that can hit hard. And then with Team Galactic, there's a Skunk Tank, which I think has access to Night Slash with a high crit rate. Not to mention it's a dark type, so it shares the same typing as that move. So that thing can probably hit hard. So for this one, it looks like we have more Psychic Trainers. So it's back to Bug Chips. It's kind of perfect. We're kind of training up to 2 Pokemon we'll definitely need for the gym fight. Now, if I can get Rock Candy to learn something like Magnitude or another ground type move before we fight the Team Galactic boss, or sorry, the second Team Galactic commander, that would also be good. Because that way we have a super effective move against a Poison Dark combination Pokemon. Oh, that did nothing. Cricketune is coming in really handy for these Psychic-type Pokemon. Definitely didn't expect it to pull its weight. Alright, I think this Fury Cutter should do a lot more damage now that I've used it 3 times in a row. And get out of the air, you duck. Now, for the Old Chateau first encounter, which is guaranteed to be only a Ghastly in that area, we won't be able to encounter it until after the second gym, because we do need to use HM Cut. But it's okay, we're not really in a rush to get any new Pokemon yet. But I'm really hoping we don't lose any Pokemon for the next couple fights, because it would be a shame if we had to kind of release more Pokemon. And let's get rid of this Silcoon. I think we're actually almost done with Eterna Forest. That's pretty fast. Alright, then I think in this episode we're just gonna also deal with the fishermen on the way to Eterna City. There's no more trainers. Yeah, we're already done. That was fast. Oh, there's the exit. I'm so relieved. We finally got here. I would have never been able to get through this by myself. Thank you so much, Mr. Rat. And there she goes. And off we go as well. Okay, so Route 205. I want to see if this is the same... Okay, so Route 211 is separate from 205 on the other side of Eterna City. So it looks like we're going to have a couple of first encounters here. Let's use a weaker Pokemon just to catch whatever we encounter. I'm going to use Cave Snack. I don't think Cave Snack's going to knock out anything. At least not immediately. Alright, what we got here? It's a Bidoof. Ah, of course it's a Bidoof. Kind of debating if I should just knock it out. Thinking back to that time a Bidoof knocked out a bird steak. Or do I forgive and forget? We shall let fate decide if it survives this pluck. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to catch it then. We have no choice. But I am never gonna use it. As a gesture of goodwill, I shall name it after my own YouTube account. I will name it Potato Rat. And that will be a sign of it being accepted into my Pokemon storage. Well, into the box you go. And see you never. Now let's deal with these fishermen as well. This should be pretty fast and simple. Pretty sure that all of them have either Goldines or Magikarps too. Yep, so it's just a Goldine. Now, one thing I kind of didn't expect was Goldine and Suit King having access to the ability Lightning Rod. So when I was trying to fight through the Battle Tower on my first playthrough of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I did not expect a Sea King to kind of survive, or not even get damaged when I used a Thunderbolt on it with a Raichu. Turns out that Sea King had a Lightning Rod, and it boosted its special attack. Did a ton of damage back at me. Pretty sure that's where my streak ended as well, all because of a Sea King. Now this one's just gonna be Magikarps, so I think we can just fast forward to beating up each of them. All of these Magikarps will become part of the turtle salad. Okay, well, I think it's a good thing the game speed for the remakes is a lot faster. For the originals, one frustrating aspect is that it kind of takes forever for the HP bar to go down, even when it's super effective. So it's kind of nice just seeing these Magikarps kind of fall apart. Is that the last one? I think that's the last one. Nope, we still have 3 more to go. Are we there yet? 2 more? Boom, you're now cut sashimi. And it's a critical hit too. Alright, the last one. Bite is gonna be handy, so let's get rid of Tackle. Because we're going to start seeing more psychic types, including Bronzor. I remember there was a hiker after Eterna City that had a Bronzor. Kind of stood out to me because it took me forever to knock out Bronzor in the old games. All because I didn't really know much about type advantages, like steel types. What can I do against a steel type? Except spam, like Tackle or Bubble Edit. But this time I know what to do. Plus, I think in the newer games, Steel loses its resistance towards Dark type moves. So it'll be easier to deal with these Psychic Steel combination Pokemon. But if we get our own Bronzor, that would be nice too. Because if I have a Bronzor, I might actually add it to the team as well. I haven't used Bronzor that much in other Pokemon games, but the one time I did, I was pretty pleased with the results. Like Bronzong, it can be really tanky. And Heat-proof Bronzong, it removes its fire weakness, which is pretty nice. Now, I don't remember the other ability, but if the other ability for Bronzor was Levitate, well, I guess it kind of sucks to lose its that, oh my gosh, the voice crack. The ground immunity. Alright, so is this guy all just Magikarps as well? I kind of missed what I attacked his second Pokemon with, because I know I'm just super effective against all of his Pokemon. Well, as long as I'm not distracted and don't pay attention like that time I lost Bird Steak to a Bidoof, a wild Bidoof of all Pokemon. That was at a lower level as well too. And it looks like we have made it to Eterna City, finally. Now, a couple of things to do first before we end off this episode. I do want to kind of take a quick look at the first route encounter for 211. Now the reason why I'm just gonna go gun for it for the first encounters is I don't want to backtrack again too much. I think I've changed my mind a few times, well, one too many times, just to go back to an area to catch another Pokemon. Oh, is that a Pokedex? You must be helping Professor Rowan. What's your name? Okay, hello, Mr. Rat. I'll be sure to remember that name. My name is Cynthia. I'm a trainer just like you. I've been studying Pokemon mythology lately, just out of curiosity. Here in Eterna City, there is a statue of an ancient Pokemon. According to myth, it was an extremely powerful Pokemon. Who knows, you may encounter something like it while you're traveling with your Pokedex. I swear she was about to say Pokemon for a third time. Try using these, they should help you on your way. And they're just TM cuts. I can't really see how I would use a TM cut for anything, now that it's not really a required HM. We already have the Poketch to do the work for us. But we can always, it's free, we'll take it. Herb store. I don't think I really care about the friendship with my Pokemon, except for Zubat. So why don't we just buy some of these cheap healing goods? Is 20 too much? Nah, it's never too much with 20. Pretty sure by the end of this playthrough, my Pokemon are gonna hate me if I keep feeding them herbs. Kinda interesting how they did the take on the statue too. Like a fusion between Dialga and Palkia. Kinda leans more towards like a Dialga to me personally, with just Palkia's shoulder plates. Okay, well, to get our first encounter, Route 211. Maybe we should also fight these trainers too. I think this guy did not see me either. I had to kind of talk to him. Alright, bring it on, hiker boy. Zen Headbutt. Now, I think Psyduck is a little better with special attack, but Zen Headbutt is a little stronger. I think my solution is just get rid of Fury Swipes. Now, I don't really anticipate myself using Peking Duck that much after the second gym, because I think by then we'll see BBQ Carp evolve. Maybe it depends when BBQ Carp actually learns a water type move, because I don't think we have any water TMs, and Gyarados doesn't really learn any water attacks for the next while. Could have sworn there was another Hiker Lewis we already fought. Am I just getting deja vu? Also, I really love that we don't have to teach an HM to our Pokemon. Sometimes I don't have a Pokemon with the right HM on my team, so I have to kind of skip some hidden areas or like optional routes. So it's nice not having to go back to a Pokemon Center just to add something else to the team. Now, this is a Hoot Hoot. I forgot it's a bird catcher here. Just to avoid the risk of losing our Grotto, we're gonna switch over to Rock Candy to deal with this, with Mr. Owl right here. And let's just throw rocks at a bird. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's right, nothing. Now, having Taunt would have been handy for that first encounter we had with the Abra, but I don't know if there's any other Pokemon that could learn Taunt. Let's just take a quick look at it. Well, I guess there kinda is? Not really, no. So I guess either way, we would have still missed out on the Abra back in episode 3, I think. Okay, so our first encounter here is going to be Meditite. That might be actually pretty good, because I think Meditite has a move called Huge Power, and that will allow it to double its attack power, if I remembered correctly. Plus Psychic Fighting is a pretty good combination, I'm not gonna lie. So, also, I haven't used Meditite before in a main playthrough, so this would be a nice way to just spice up the team. And looks like the first throw did it. I didn't have to weaken it. I didn't want to risk having a Pokemon attack it because it is at a pretty low level. Now for Meditite, I am not sure what to name it. Well, I mean, Meditite is literally just a human, so I'm gonna name it Chef Dude. Because it's not really food related, but chefs make food. That's my logic. And it's literally a dude. Now let's see Chef Dude's summary. Yeah, it's not bad. Never used it before, so I'm actually kind of curious about using a Meditite. Maybe this is the time we switch out Peking Duck. I don't think we'll really need it. I don't really anticipate running into a lot of fire types, and even then, we have a Rock Candy with its rock attacks. With her rock attacks to kind of deal with, well, the Ponytas that trainers are gonna have, if they do even have fire types. And it's another Metatite. Okay, we're just gonna run from this one. Again, I didn't even leave that one tile. Oh, it's a Ponyta. Alright, time to throw more rocks. You know, horses can't carry heavy things, but carry this. Try carrying this rock. Very nice. Alright, so I think we're kind of approaching near the end of the episode. Now there's just one more thing I want to do before we end it off, which is to check the Pokemon we've caught so far in this journey, because we've come a long way already. We started off with a pretty small roster for the first few episodes, but it looks like our team has greatly expanded with a lot of spare Pokemon in case anything bad happens. But we gotta have confidence in ourselves, so I'm gonna say next episode is gonna turn out well when we fight the next two main battles. But I think otherwise, I think this team layout is pretty good. Great, very good. Let's end this episode off, and until next time, see you next time on the next episode. Bye.